The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Packers going nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Left side, Williams. Rodgers give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now Rodgers. Got it open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, here's Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Graham Gano on for the field goal of 30.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together there.
Searching thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Madden Franchise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 on the play.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And this throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
On second down, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Throwing is Cousins. Almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Packers.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
25-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. And a Packer first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Buying time to his left. Now be complete to Cook. Brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Cousins now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.